Welcome back to the show that we're doing here at the NRB, and we're halfway done here. We have a few more to go, then I'll be back on that airplane and get back home to my kids and family, which I enjoy having everybody here. How you doing, Blake? This
Great.
is Mr. Blake. How do you say your last name? Rayne.
Rayne. Blake Rayne.
Blake Rayne, and he's done a movie here to talk about that. But we're excited that we're able to promote authors, we're able to promote entertainers, and we have right now our first actor today, and that's a great thing. Now, is this your first film that you made?
This is my first film, yes.
Tell us about the film and tell us about your role.
Well, I actually play two roles in the movie. There's twin brothers that get separated at birth.
Wow.
And, of course, they're twins, so they are the same person.
Okay.
But they go on two completely different paths.
All right.
And one grows up to be a music star.
All right.
And the other one grows up the son of a preacher.
Oh, wow.
And, of course, the preacher wants him to follow in his footsteps.
Yes.
But he is musically inclined, just like his twin brother, and wants to do something in music. So there's so many different things that you can relate to in everyday life. Father-son relationship, and following your dream.
Okay.
So there's some really awesome things that everyone can relate to in the movie.
Wow. So when they approach you, how did they approach you for this movie? I mean, how were you cast for it?
It's a really funny situation. Living in Nashville, being in the music business myself, I was at a recording studio, and the producer of the movie just happened to be at the recording studio that day.
Okay.
And that's how we met, and ultimately how I got cast.
Oh, wow. So you were already recording something else there?
Yeah, I've been in the music business for about 15 years.
Oh, wow. Tell us about that. How did you get started in that?
Honestly, I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing. I've always been a bit of a computer geek,
Okay.
And I just started singing, and then it just led to different things. And next thing you know, I had my own band, and we were recording and in Nashville and traveling all over the United States, all over the world.
Wow. And then, so this is a pretty divine connection there. You're over there doing a recording, and I guess because of the script, they needed someone that could act but also sing, right?
Yes.
And so you kind of fit in there. Were you acting before this?
No, and it's ironic. Of course, from the time that they cast me until the movie, there's acting lessons and whatnot that I took out in Los Angeles.
Okay.
But truthfully, the only acting experience I had a few commercial things that I did.
Okay.
But other than that, this was it.
Like
First
shampoo, or because you got beautiful hair. Those kind of commercials, or
time. I did a Volvo commercial. Actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And so that was your taste of acting, and
Yeah,
And
it's
do you like it?
Oh, I love it. It's
I heard it's a lot of hard work.
Yeah, yes, it is. And the days are long.
Yeah.
Extremely long. That's one thing I was not prepared for necessarily, where, a 60-hour week in 5 days would be a short week.
Wow.
But it flies because you're so invested in what you're doing that, you look up and, wow, 8 hours just passed.
Wow. Now, how long did it take to do this shoot?
We shot 37 days. And I was on the film all 37 of
Oh,
days.
you never left the set.
No.
Wow. So you had to be there for the whole, every day.
Yeah, it was a little over 7 weeks of shooting.
That's
And,
a lot. And to do 2 parts.
Yeah.
So you're doing twice the lines everybody else was doing.
Pretty much, yeah. And then the singing and the dancing and everything else, yeah.
Wow. That's amazing. Tell us about some of the cast that you were. I mean, Ashley Judd.
Ashley Judd.
I'm jealous already, man.
You know what? She's a sweetheart. And our very first scene, we didn't get a chance to really meet or talk, but the very first scene that we shot together, I hand her a fish.
A fish.
Yes, a fish, and she just took it from me, and it was.
She's
really
a pro.
Cool. Yeah, it was really.
What
cool.
was the symbolization of? Was she the fish market or something?
No, I was playing a young kid who was fishing and brought home a fish to his mom.
Oh, really?
And she was going to cook it up. So.
Okay,
Yeah.
so she played your mom in the picture.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Ray Liotta.
Yeah, Ray is.
He's
he plays
awesome.
my father. He plays the preacher.
Oh, wait, he's a preacher.
Yeah,
Oh.
and I'll tell you.
I've never
what,
seen Ray as a preacher, but okay. I don't know how he got cast for that role, but I'm sure he did good.
You know what's really
he's
cool?
a great actor.
What's,
He is.
What's really cool about it is through this movie, in researching his character, Ray for the first time opened up a Bible.
Wow.
And read it, and ever since he's been continuing to do that.
Oh, wow.
And he's been very candid, and you could see it on the website. There's interviews with him. He's been very candid about how this movie, beyond just an acting role, touched his life.
Wow. Now there's another character, Seth Green. Now, he's the one that made Robot Chicken.
Yeah, Robot Chicken. He's been in a number of movies. So.
He was on Buffy the Vampire.
Yep.
I watched that. That was years back. A very successful career in production and acting.
Yes.
And what part did he play?
He plays Dino, who is my childhood best
That
friend.
sounds like a good day for a
it's
character
perfect.
for him.
It's perfect.
So what is it? He's like the bad influence or the good influence?
Both.
Okay.
Both.
Okay.
But he does offer comic relief for sure. And
That's Seth, yes.
the best scene, one of my favorite scenes that we shot, we acquired his father's vehicle to go out one night.
Oh, really?
Without his father knowing. So we're screaming out of the driveway down the road, and his father's chasing after us. Seth's driving the vehicle, but we were laughing like little kids the entire time we were shooting, because we felt we were playing 18-year-old kids at the time, and we just felt like we were little kids getting in trouble, you know?
Yeah.
And we were giggling. It was a great scene.
Awesome. Now tell us about Erin.
Erin, oh gosh, bless her. She is most amazing, and you know what? Probably the best person they could have ever cast for this role.
Okay.
In a number of ways.
What did she play?
She plays my wife.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
My girlfriend and my wife.
On the preacher side or on the musician side? We got to ask her.
Oh, I don't think the musician was married.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bad boy.
He was.
All right.
He was wild.
He's a wild child. That's
But,
fine.
Yeah. Ryan Wade, the preacher's son,
Okay.
marries Jenny O'Brien.
Okay.
And
And
know,
she's had some pictures before, right?
Yeah. She's been in the Love Comes Softly series, Michael Landon Jr.'s series, and she's been a successful actress in LA for over 15 years. So.
Awesome.
But her heart in this movie really shines through. She's such a nice and beautiful person, anyways, and it really shines through in the character, and made my job as a first-time actor very comfortable.
That had to be a little bit. Were you a little intimidated coming in? You have. I mean, you're looking at some Ray Liotta, Ashley Judd, Seth Green, people that are seasoned, people that have done this. But Ashley came in too young. She wasn't always doing this as well.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, you could say she's a veteran, big-time veteran.
Absolutely.
And here you are. You never really acted in a part per se, and then play two parts. Actually, two different. You literally have to have two different demeanors and two different characteristics.
Absolutely.
And did you have to tell yourself, okay, I got to be this guy today?
Yeah. There were certain scenes where you had to, go back to your notes of what you've developed for that character and be able to become that person as opposed to this person. While they might look the same, they are different people.
Wow. And so it was a little bit intimidating though, working with those guys?
I think that the most intimidating thing would have been Ray.
Okay.
By far, because just the look and the characters that he's played.
Yeah,
it's intimidating.
He looks like he'll beat you up.
But Ray flew into town a couple weeks early, and one of the reasons he wanted to fly in was to get to know me. And he took me out. We went and seen a concert. We went and seen a Tennessee Titans football game.
Oh wow!
And we did it so that he could get to know me, I could get to know him.
Yeah.
And it was almost like a father taking a son
Yeah, I was
out.
about to say, create that chemistry, get that feeling going, because that's what you're going to be using the whole show.
Yeah, and once I got comfortable with Ray, everyone else was easy after that.
Now, how about Noah, 11-year-old newcomer? Was this his first film too?
He's been acting for a while.
Okay.
This is his first film. Since then, he's already been in another film. He's incredible. You're going to see this kid around.
Oh wow!
He can act, he can sing, he can dance. We were talking with him yesterday. It's like hanging out with a little 11-year-old adult. He's awesome.
Wow, I seen him walking through here to another interview the other day as well.
Yeah.
And he looked like he got some good head on his shoulders.
Absolutely.
That's amazing. Tell us about your producers that you worked with. I think I have one of them after you.
Yokanan.
Yeah, Yoka.
Yokanan Marcelino. I'll tell you what, in this business, in the movie business, in the music business, it's rare that you find an individual who will share their heart and mean everything they say and then actually follow through. And he had a vision when we first met in that recording studio, and he told me his vision, and it was compelling, and I was immediately all in.
Amen.
But to see his vision come to fruition, what a blessing, and just to know him and be around him has been something I've learned so much. It's a weird thing. It's a generational thing. His father is the musical producer of the movie, and he's been in the music business,
That's amazing.
Motown, all that stuff. Yokanan is the executive producer, and then his son, Dustin, is the director.
Wow, it's a family business there.
3 generations.
Wow, that's awesome. Tell us about the release date.
Well, we're shooting for the middle of October.
The middle of October, okay.
Yep, nationwide, and excited about that. It's been a long time coming. I've been on this project for about 2.5 years now.
Really?
And to see it that date finally come around is going to be exciting.
Wow. And what is your friends, family? Have they seen it?
They've seen the trailer.
Okay, the
They've
trailer.
seen the trailer, yeah.
And what do they think?
They're very they're very complimentary as far as the acting stuff goes. I'm more uncomfortable with it than anyone else, though. It's weird seeing yourself.
You always
on the
judge
screen.
yourself a little harsher than everybody else. Even when I do the radio and the TV, everybody's like, "Oh, you're a great host. Oh, you did awesome." I'm like, "Well, I could have did better."
Yeah, it's weird to see yourself.
Yeah, it's like okay, let's go to something else.
Yeah.
So, where's the premiere going to be? Have you figured that out?
I don't know yet.
They'll
That's
let you
for
know.
Smarter people than me.
They just let
out.
you know and
Yeah.
say, "Show up at this date."
Exactly.
Blake, it's been a pleasure.
My
God bless
pleasure.
you, and I hope you're having a great, successful NRB adventure here.
Yeah, it's been an adventure and it's been great.
Yeah, this is your first time here?
We were here last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, awesome. Thank you, and we'll be back again with another great interview in just a few minutes.